testing. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the national anthem. I pledge allegiance. Please be seated.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lulu Chacon, and I'm proud to be the Salutatorian of the class of 2022. My dad suggested that I start my speech with something funny to connect with the audience. So I asked my Amazon Alexa to tell me a joke about graduation. She said, "Why does the circle carry so much student debt?" Because it has 360 degrees. I didn't laugh much either. Ironically, Alexa gave me a dad joke. The truth is, we don't really need our digital devices and artificial intelligence to help us connect. What we need is simply being together. In time and in hindsight, we will realize just how formative our high school years are. To think that the pandemic disrupted our experience right in the middle of our time here at James Caldwell. My brother had it even worse. As a 2020 JCHS graduate, his year ended in a virtual graduation. I think I took for granted the camaraderie that was easier to foster before classes went on Zoom and masks and other precautions literally forced us to distance ourselves socially. I'm so glad to be here with my friends, some right back at Lincoln School, some at Grover Cleveland, and others here, especially my volleyball teammates. It's also an honor to graduate in the presence of our teachers, Principal Devlin, and the other JCHS staff, all so dedicated to making the school top-notch. And our parents and families, you've supported us through all of our academic milestones since preschool. If I may speak for my fellow graduates, we deeply appreciate having you all here in person for graduation today. I've had an amazing 4 years here, and I feel a real sense of responsibility to honor what my teachers and coaches have taught me. 3 big things come to mind. First, listen to others' perspectives and always be curious. Second, think critically based on your own disciplined search for the truth, especially in the polarized world we live in. And lastly, remember that you're always on a team. No one achieves success alone. I don't yet know what I will major in or where my experiences at Hamilton College will lead me, but I'm ready to put these lessons to meaningful use. Another thing my dad told me is not to go too long with my speech, so with that, I say thank you and congratulations to the class of 2022.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Aiden Lashak, and I'm proud to be the Valedictorian of the class of 2022. How does one write a graduation speech? Over the last few months, I've spent many sleepless nights pondering this very question. However, I then realized I'm not the first person ever to graduate top of their class. In fact, I bet that most classes probably have a valedictorian of their own. So, I decided to analyze graduation addresses from past years to learn the secrets of creating a good speech. I have scoured the archives, pored over countless hours of footage, and listened to hundreds, nay, tens of past speeches. And I finally come to an answer. I discovered that these great speeches all have certain elements in common, and so I have boiled down the necessary components of a graduation speech into 5 simple steps. A cliche introduction, a vaguely inspirational quote, lighthearted jokes poking fun at the school, an overused metaphor, and some heartfelt thank yous to round things out. So now, armed with this knowledge, I would like to present to you the perfect graduation speech. Webster's defines graduation as the award or an acceptance of an academic degree or diploma. But to me, it means so much more than that. It is the culmination of years of effort, a symbol of all that we have accomplished here at JCHS. It is also a moment of farewell. For many, this is the last time we will see each other before heading off to different towns, different states, and even different countries. But above all, it is an opportunity for us to reflect on the experiences we've had and the friendships we've made throughout our 4-year journey here. Now, there's a quote I encountered during my time here at JCHS with which I am intimately familiar, as I am sure all of us who have ever walked into a classroom before are. 30 years from now, it won't matter what shoes you wore, how your hair looked, or the jeans you bought. What will matter is what you learned and how you used it. So now, as outgoing seniors, we must ask ourselves, what have we learned, and how will we use it? Well, sure, we've learned how to factor polynomials, and write DBQs, and what role the mitochondria has, but more importantly, we've learned to persevere, even through the most unexpected of situations, and we've learned how to be part of a community. You might recall when the courtyard in the center of the school was finished this September? November? Sometime this winter. Now, I must admit, it's a pretty stellar addition. But the new courtyard did keep one important feature from that mostly unused, overgrown, weed-infested space. The duck pond. And there is one mallard that still lives in the pond. Earlier in the year, you could see her and her 5 ducklings swimming about. Though, as of the time the speech was written, last night, only the mallard and 2 of her ducklings remain. In many ways, we, the class of 2022, are like that mallard. Even when the world is changing around us, we persevere. And in many ways, we are like those 2 ducklings. Even when the world is actively trying to kill us, we survive. Like that mallard, we've been through a lot here at JCHS, and we've created a legacy for future years. And like those ducklings, we're getting pretty big now. We're growing feathers, and it's time for us to fly away. Now, I think some thank yous are in order. My journey through high school was not one I made alone, so I'd like to extend my appreciation towards all the wonderful teachers who have helped us and guided me through my time at JCHS. Special thank you to Ms. Stafford in the library, as well as our guidance department and administration for working to create a welcoming environment at JCHS. Thank you to my friends, my classmates. Thank you to Machio's Food Services, Inc. for the free lunches this year. And, of course, I would like to thank my parents for their endless support, and my sister for her help in refining this speech. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. And thank you, JCHS. This school has provided us with the resources to succeed. And sure, some might say that the school Wi-Fi is erratic and the Dell laptops are unreliable. Now, one final thing before I relinquish control of the mic. It is customary for a speech giver to leave the audience with a piece of advice, or perhaps one final question for them to ponder. But I'm afraid I have little left to offer in that department. All I can really say is this. It's been a journey, everyone, one we'll never forget, and I wish you all the best of luck on the road ahead. Thank you.
Good evening and welcome. There are many here tonight we need to thank for a wonderful school year and for putting tonight's ceremony together. First, the members of the Board of Education and our central administrators, thank you for your continued support. The JCHS administrators and all of the building principals, vice principals who've joined us tonight, thank you. I'm fortunate to work with you. I'd also like to specifically thank Mr. Trevor McLaughlin, our interim VP who stepped up when we needed him. Thank you. The members of our band and orchestra, Mr. Cerniak, Mr. Burrows, thank you so much for coming out tonight and playing. We've had recordings the last 2 years. Our secretaries, custodians, and our maintenance crew, who do a tremendous job all year, but rally to make tonight special, even wiping the rain off our students' seats, making an extra run to the florist to get some more flowers for the front. Thank you so much for everything. Of course, our talented JCHS faculty, thank you for your dedication to our students. Parents, thank you for your support these past 4 years. We couldn't do this without you, and we really thank you for giving us your children and trusting them to us for all this time. I also want to thank Mr. Olson, the class of 2022 advisor, who will be reading the names tonight, along with Mr. Jeffrey Edwards, who, after today, is retiring after 42 years in education. Thank you. A few weeks ago, a senior approached me with an idea of playing a song during graduation that would be uplifting, unifying, a time when the seniors could stand and sing together. Not necessarily a song that had an inspirational message, but one that just made everyone feel good. I suspect memories of cramming into our student fan section at our home football games, belting in unison Sweet Caroline or Country Road, are the origins of the idea, hoping to recreate the feeling of joy and camaraderie. I told her I would explore the idea, but when I met with a few students who usually have their finger on the pulse of the senior class, the idea was met with respectful but lukewarm enthusiasm. Partly because I didn't have a good idea of how it would work, or the song to use. The only song I could think of was Sweet Caroline, but I'm old, and that pop song is so middle-aged. Truth be told, Mr. Bertolo hates that song because they play it at Red Sox games, and I just wanted to play it and watch his face. But I did a poor job selling the idea when I mentioned it at our first graduation practice, and it felt like it would be forced, and students would feel awkward. The opposite of a joyful feeling of camaraderie we would be trying to recreate. When it looked like this wasn't going to happen, I asked the student if it was okay that I mentioned this idea. I would not say her name, but I thought what she was attempting to do, even if it was not going to work this time, was worthy of praise. Seniors, don't just wait for moments of joy, but create them. You cannot force them on others, but find that song that brings you joy. Even if it's just the music that makes you smile. Learn the lyrics and sing them out loud. Sing, laugh, smile. Joy is a renewable resource that is far too scarce in many lives, yet we can generate it. Uninhibited singing, hysterical laughing, uncontrollable smiling. These expressions of unbridled joy are clues to what make us happy. Identify what and who make you smile, laugh, sing, and as much as possible, fill your lives with them. The simple pleasures are often the most natural and reliable sources. Even if they don't make sense or are silly, don't be embarrassed. If it brings you joy, sing like nobody's listening. I mean, the lyrics to Sweet Caroline are pretty basic. Where it began, I can't begin to knowing. Can't begin to knowing? But then I know it's growing strong. Was in the spring, and spring became the summer. Seems like Neil Diamond is just phoning it in there. Hands touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. I'd love to think this has some metaphysical meaning about a universal spiritual connection, but I'm pretty sure it's just a 1969 pop love song. So why, when you play the music, do so many of us want to get out of our seats and sing along? The truth is, it doesn't matter why, but if it does, joyfully belt it out. A word of caution. I have a family member. I will not mention her name either, but she is my mother-in-law. I love her dearly. She has a heart of gold and values family above all else. When she experiences something wonderful, like a blissful family summer meal at a scenic outdoor restaurant, she is sometimes disappointed when she tries to recreate the exact moment. The meal isn't as good. The grandchildren are tired. You can generate joy, but it is difficult to duplicate it or force it. Hopefully, for you seniors, this is a most joyful time. You are upperclassmen with no more exams and sitting amongst dependable, lifelong friends. This may be a moment that you will want to recreate, but a reunion with old friends will be like listening to a classic song. Not the same, but hopefully still great time and time again. And in your song of life, there are new verses for you to compose, something more modern, fresh. Class of 2022, I hope when you reflect on your days at JCHS that many of your memories make you smile, laugh, even sing. My wish for you is that the next verses of your life song are filled with joy. Regardless of where your song may take you, be emboldened by the knowledge that you will forever have the support of the educators and administrators of the Caldwell School District. Please come back and share with us all of the beautiful melodies you compose. And remember, once a chief, always a chief.
Good evening, everybody. As you leave the hallowed halls of James Caldwell High School to conquer the next phase of your lives, I leave you with these words of wisdom passed down to us from Dr. Seuss. Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. Board President Cipolleti, Vice President Grosso, and the entire Board of Education, it gives me great pleasure to present you the James Caldwell High School graduating class of 2022. I confirm they have met the requirements for high school graduation set by the state of New Jersey and the Caldwell School District, and should receive the distinction of being graduates of this incredible institution. I ask everyone to please join me in congratulating the James Caldwell High School graduating class of 2022. Mr. Cipolleti.
It's an absolute honor to be here tonight, representing the West Caldwell Board of Education, Ms. Grosso, Ms. Getty, Mr. Dembola, and Mr. Alto. Welcome, families and friends. Welcome to our administrators and support team members, and a special welcome to our teachers who are here tonight. No one reaches this milestone without the support of everyone involved. It's truly a team effort. But of course, this is a night to celebrate our graduating seniors. So most of all, congratulations to all of you. As I was thinking of what to say this evening, I saw a magnet with the words, once a chief, always a chief. And I thought to myself, what is a chief? So I summed it up in this way via an acrostic poem. C is character. H is humility. I is intelligence. E is empathy, and F is fortitude. These are all the qualities we have seen in each and every one of you. So as you start your next chapter, nourish these qualities, share these qualities, and go out and make your mark on the world. Dr. Conklin, Mr. Devlin, on behalf of the Caldwell West Caldwell Board of Education, I am pleased to accept and confer that the members of the class of 2022 seated here today have met all the local and state requirements to receive a James Caldwell High School diploma. Congratulations.
You ready? Let's go. Aiden Benjamin Lashak. Lulu Chacon. Nadine Abuzid. Arij Abuquake. Kevin Aguirre. Denise Alato. Jerry Andrews. Joseph Robert Appello. Marilyn Maria Aracena. Antonio Giuseppe Arenio.
Brittany Arias Fallis. Uma Davy Atreya. Kelly Ann Bambrick. Steve Barboza. Shane Michael Barreca, Jr. Jude Garrett Bazerman. Thomas Joseph Bello. Eric's Benlian. Sandra Benlian. Nicholas Anthony Bergamoto.
Charlotte Jane Beeson. Morgan Allen Paul Bideau. Zakir Lucher. Spencer Douglas Borum. Evan Fletcher Brown. Melissa Bush. Nicholas Simon Cabello. Pasquale Capozzoli Jr. Matthew Sean Casale. John Joseph Castellano.
Ava Marie Castiglia. Sarah Eliana Catazone.
Tobias Ezekiel Catazone. Carmen Salvatore Cecile II. Caitlin Rose Citrullo. Cindy Chen. Lillian Fumi Chayat. Alexis Mabel Chipetta. Aubrey Ann Clarkson. David Cohen.
Andrew Coleman. Amanda Tiffany Conca. Carlo Condarelli. Michael Joseph Confessori. Nicole Cordesco. Sophia Florence Corielli. Matthew Gregory Courtwright. Ethan Robert Custer. Spencer Gordon Day. Matthew Paul DeFuria.
Mark Anthony DeJesus. Amanda R. DeMaria. Sophia Rose DeMary. Jenna Ann DeRiggi. Mia Hope DeRosa. Julia Anna DeStefano. Aiden Thomas Dixon. Owen Peter Dixon. Pauline Dominguez. Carl W. Driscoll.
Athena R. Brolis. Julia Lynn Duran Lubansky. Jake Edelstein. Caleb Sky Egoville. Yassine Alfatatri. Leah Ann Fasella. Jenna Marie Falco. Grace Rose Farrow. Christopher John Felinas. Santiago Fonseca.
Emmanuel Berlenza III. Amanda Nicole Gaffney. Michael Anthony Kajewski. Alexandra Renee Gallo. Isabella Maria Garcia. Maria Elizabeth Janello. Jordan Taylor Germano. Mary Joni. Jenna Elizabeth Fullback. Lainey Elizabeth Goldberger.
Joseph Matthew Gomez. Paul Joseph Gooney. Maria Ayahenia Grande Perez. William Ryan Anthony Green. Sophia Julio Grosso. Matthew Joseph Guarino. Anne Elizabeth Gustafson. Sean Mackin Haas. Sean Michael Hartney. James Dante Homan.
Emily Renee Hesberger. Zachary Cole Hesberger. Jordan Faith Hauser. Amelia Grace Hunter. Christine Rose Infantolino. Sydney Dahlia Jacobs. Mikkel Christian James. Emily Catherine January. Julia Jeske. Behije Kablin.
Jack R.J. Kenyon. Shane Dylan Kerr. John Thomas King. Natalia A. Kondrek. Aren Korayan. Athanasia Kokanaris. Louis Gerard Paul Lemedica. Elise Lammers. Madison Ann Lane Horn. Kevin Juan Leal Avellino.
Anna Elizabeth Layton. Catherine Brady Layton. Anthony Corrado Lehman. Charlotte Ann Lepis. Marabella Elizabeth Laura. Jordan Andrew Lundgren. Erica Jamie Luzzy. Olivia Sophia Macaluso. Katerina O. Makarenko. Sophia Christine Macris.
Michelle Lara Ann Malager. Nikolai Maldonado. Caroline Angelina Bale. Emina G. Martinez. Benjamin Matthew Roca. Robert John Mateski. Cameron Tyler Mattia. Ian G. Mattison. Daniel Dennis McKirby. Colin Ryan McLaughlin.
Nicholas John McNish. Jessica Lynn Melnikoff. Gianna Ray Monterosa. Emily Morales Morales. Michael Antonio Moyano. Peter Anthony Murray. Brandon V. Myers. Ryan Nair. Alexis Selena Narine. Edgar Alejandro Nazario Jr.
Angelina Marie Nickel. Aiden John Noble. Thomas Michael O'Hearn Jr. Christopher Onofre. Braden Ortiz. Aiden James Padover. Noah Martin Pankowitz. Ava Nicole Panulo. Matthew Todd Paris. Sean Patrick Payne.
Matthew Raymond Pecora. Ava Rose Pekarik. Francisco Andres Peralta. Michael Fernando Pizantes. Nicholas Alexander Phelps. Sophia Penchak. Ryan Thomas Peeney. Lily Grace Pollock. Catherine Grace Porcello. Gilroy David Pryal.
Danielle Dawn Rapsis. Michael Vincent Rapsis. Amanda Procopio. Catherine Carney Quinn. Abigail Louise Rapuano. Nicole Marie Raslowski. Eric Reyes. Jimena Riveros. James Roger Rizzo. Michaela Rachel Robinson.
Matthew Andrew Robson. Dante Gerard Rogers. Lauren Rodriguez. Augustino Rodriguez, Jr. Ashley Rodriguez Garcia. Tyler Scott Romaine. Sophia P. Russo. Weston Patrick Ryder. Kate Isabella Sasso. Michael Angelo Scaglione.
Emily Catherine Shavlik. Emily Veronica Scott. Harrison Ian Herman Schaller. Abigail Rose Sheehan. Sarah Emily Sherwood. Joseph Sievers. Nicholas Silverthorne. A.J. Smith. Sarah Nicole Snyder. Samantha Ann Solomon.
Charles C. Spagnuolo. Charlotte Olivia Stevie. Gina Christine Stramolo. Joseph Stephen Sumner. Bryce Soleil. Ava Sulkai. Christian Louis Talavera. Nicholas Mahamud Hassan Tamimi. Jaquan Shondice Thompson. Spencer Ron.
Haley Jean Tierney. Katya Michaela Tinitana. D. Clayton Toffanelli. Nicholas Vincent Tomaselli Jr. Ava Morgan Topoleski. Matthew Ethan Tracy. Emma Elaine Trucio. Joshua Scott Turner. Anna Kim Vandergast. Nicholas Sam Vandermolen. Ty Vincent Vastola.
Francesca Noel Veltri. Anthony Joseph Verderami. Michael Anthony Vincent. Jaden Viscaino. Isabel Marion Boca. Caitlin Olivia Wagaman. David Lorenzo Wetton. Haley Weedman. Jessica Westcott Winter. Eric Zhang. Julia M. Zielinski.
Class of 2022, please stand. As a symbol of our graduation from high school and our transition to the next stage of life, let us now transfer our tassels from right to left.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, for the last time, the James Caldwell High School graduating class of 2022.